Is there a straw in this house? Okay, straw for my baby. Hey everybody, it is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. If you're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. It's Love and Marriage Detroit. It's gonna be a real quick one tonight. We're speaking on Anthony. Is Anthony resentful because he never went to Atlanta? What's going on? You know what I mean? He's screaming and yelling on that board. It's like the board might sink. It is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get after this. Let's get after it. Everybody, it is your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. You're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. We are speaking on Love and Marriage Detroit, all right? We start off with the continuation of Anthony on that boat, still whining and complaining that, and he gets very emotional, and the Dr. Latoya is taken aback. Like, I didn't know you were this hurting. And the thing is, she says, oh, I did not know this is how you felt. It looks like you still have some issues. Like, no, I don't have any issues. I'm already past it. No, you're not. Anthony, you're not past that. That's why, you're feeling this kind of way. But anyway, they decide, so they hear him out and they had a cheers to the wine. And then the next thing we see is Russell. Russell is planning a surprise birthday for the wife, 30th birthday. This is a young couple, you guys. Colby, all right. So invites Colby's best friend. Say, this is gonna be a surprise. We're gonna send the invitations later on. We're not gonna, because we don't spoil the surprise birthday party. And then, when the friend comes, that's when they start talking about Christina, and Colby is saying, I've reached out to Christina about this collaboration that you're supposed to be doing, and I've not heard anything from her. And you can see that argument continuing when they're skating. And then we're going to talk about, the argument later, right? And then we have Christina and Brandon. Okay, they meet Brandon. They meet their online therapist couple. And at this point, he is saying he has not been home for the last 2-3 days. And I'm like, what kind of a marriage is this? Your husband is coming and it's not going to come home because he had an argument? That's childish, number one, immature. You have children, you have 2 daughters, young daughters. What? You're not going to come home because you had an argument with your wife? It's not fair. It's fair for the wife, it's not fair for the children. Because say that, okay, we had, you know what I mean? But she cannot do that, whatever you want to do over there. How are you not going to say that, you've argued, or we had this argument and you said I'm going to come home, and then you get to a therapist, online therapist, and then you end up with that little cute kiss. Oh, so now everything is resolved. Everything is resolved. They have issues, and these are grown people. Their marriage is like a tit for tat. You tell me this, I'm gonna do. How is that? That's draining. If you ask me, that's draining. They need to do better. And you have to remember, Brandon is the eldest. He's the oldest of all 3 couples, the 3 guys. All right. So you'd expect him, to carry himself in a better, mature way, because he knows that these younger brothers are looking up to him. On the other hand, he's the one who's looking up to the to the younger brothers. They are the ones who are encouraging him. Like, what happened? You can happen. Anyway, then we see Latoya and Anthony. It's a Sunday morning. I loved it. They said, every Sunday they go to church, and they go to the church. The bishop is Latoya's dad. So when they're driving to church, Anthony is saying, you know what? No, Latte is saying, you have to talk to my dad. My dad know exactly how you felt. And he was like, no, 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 no. Latte is saying, no, you have to talk to him. Okay, so then after service, you can see them talking. So I love that relationship between a son, uh, father-in-law, and Anthony. It was beautiful to watch. They had their discussion, and clearly, when he said, you needed to come home, he felt that you needed to come because little Anthony needed you. I would go pick him up from school, and he's just crying and crying. And at that point, when he said that, I was like, there's nothing else that can stop you from being there for your children. It doesn't matter how big of an opportunity it is. You know what I mean? I don't understand why Anthony has did not get that. Why? I don't understand why he did not understand how delicate his son was in that situation, and there's nobody else that would have given him support apart from his dad. And so opportunities will come and go, but then this difficult situation, a very delicate situation that your son is going through, they need you there. I think you should be able to be there, right? So anyway, they hashed that out, and they left on a very good terms and energy. Then we see, what do we see? We see Russell going. He's decided, you know what? He's gonna go buy a gym that they had decided this is a family business, but he decided, not to go to Colby with Colby to this meeting to go around and see the gym. I don't understand why. I feel like this initiative, if it's a family business, Colby needed to be there. You know what I mean? And we'll get to that because it's at the skating party that he tells the wife, about the gym. I went there, I looked at it, and Kobe was like, what? But see, even when they're having an argument, or even when they're having a misunderstanding, or even when they're not communicating right, their tone, they're not gonna raise their tone. I like that about the Russells, right? Even when they're having even when Colby she has the right to be annoyed and angry, she's still calm. She's still not disrespecting the husband, and the husband is not disrespecting her. They are not going tit for tat like Christina and Brandon. You know what I mean? On the Anthony will raise their voice, but Dr. Latoya will not give back that energy. You know what I mean? So then anyway, they are in this ice skating party. Okay, so everybody is invited. This is when now Christina and Colby have a discussion about the collaboration, and Colby is asking, "Yo, why didn't you reach out to me? I mean, I've been texting you, I've been doing this." Instead of Christina saying, "Yo, this is my collaboration. I know no, this is my job, this is my bag. I know we had decided we're gonna be collaborating, but this is not gonna be what we're collaborating." And she should have communicated, but then they don't communicate in their household. Why should we expect her to communicate with Colby? You know what I mean? It was unfortunate because I kind of seem like they have a very good friendship, right? They are influencers, all right? They are doing the same thing. But then now the husbands are involved in this argument. You can see them getting heated. You can see now it's continue rolling, you can see now, this is when now issues start because I don't understand why it got to a point where they're not going to be invited. I don't understand why it got to a point where they're not going to be no longer be doing business together. You can see Anthony sitting down with Christina and Brandon, and they're saying, "Yo, I am not going to be doing business with you guys because you're doing this." I'm like, when did all this happen? What happened? What happened? What happened? But anyway, we'll get to watch that. And then finally, when they're talking about so they have this argument, everybody is involved, and Latoya is saying, I don't think Colby, she seemed to be taking Colby's side, like about the communication. You should have communicated with Colby tried to reach out to you. She even should have said, "You know what, I'm going through so much in my household. My husband was away for 3 days. I did not know where my husband was. Just because we had an argument with my husband, he never came back home, which is a problem for me." Instead of telling your friend all these things, that this is why I had so much on my plate, I didn't have time to get back to you on a business level. I wasn't there. I was not in that kind of a space. Instead of be clear and correct and tell them exactly what it is, you decide to say, "No, no, 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 this is a communication breakdown." I hate to see it. I hate to see it because they're good friends. You know what I mean? But then, okay, so in that, the episode ends when they're talking about the men's movement and how they're gonna start their first meeting. I'm excited to see this men's movement. Really, I'm excited to see it, because I think Brandon needs it. Brandon needs it. What do you guys think? Are you excited about the men's movement? I am. I am. I am. What do you think about Christina and Colby's argument? Which side are you on? Are you on Christina's side or Brandon's side? I mean, not Brandon. Colby. Christina and Colby. Collaboration argument. I think that Christina does not need to collaborate with Colby in this particular project, but she should have communicated that to her. Should have made that clear. You know what I mean? And then they can work together. But your husband Bernard calling her a copycat. I mean, like, come on, what? That's offensive. She has her own right. She's doing her own thing. Your wife is doing her own thing, and that's when you see now started getting messy. The husbands are getting involved and all that and all that. I hate to see it, but we'll wait and see. I'm liking Detroit. I'm liking Detroit. I feel like Detroit is gonna take over from DC. I'm liking it. But yeah, yeah. Let me know, you guys. Let me know what your thoughts on this episode 3 of skating on thin ice. All right. What do you think? Do you think Anthony is still resentful that he missed this opportunity? Bishop tells Anthony, listen, if it is meant to be, it's gonna be. It's if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. What God has for you, no man can take it away. Is that what they say? Something like that. What is meant for you, it will come to you. I guess that's what I was trying to say. So I like Bishop. I like Bishop. I was like, yes, Bishop. Yes. Ah, I like these couples. They are so very grounded in the Bible. I like it because Colby's, you can see Colby's dad, when Colby was talking to, when dad was talking to Colby about the husband, Russell, trying to join the ministry. So they are, church people. They're church. I like that. I like that. Maybe, while they still argue, okay, so, but I don't know about Brandon. Brandon, I know Christina was reading the Bible at some point, and I think she I don't know. I don't know. But anywho, let me know what you guys think. I am your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, let's continue this conversation in the comments below. What do you guys think? Are you here for Anthony and Dr. Latoya? Because Anthony was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the one who gave you money for that wine. Okay, he's like, please let the people know. Are you here for Christina and Brandon? Are you here for the Russells? That is Russell and Colby. Which one is your favorite couple? I think for me, I think Latoya and Anthony are my favorite. And then I have Russell, of course, and the wife. Russell is a good-looking man. I mean, come on now. And then we have the Brandon dude who is still confused, and I'm still confused. I still don't know what his issues are. But then again, the wife is also a little bit nagging. You know what I mean? So I think they need more therapy. They don't need online therapy. This one, online therapy, has not been working. I mean, how can your husband go just because you've had an argument? He disappears for 3 days. 3 days. You're left there with children. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn because we had a panel on commission reviews, and Goody kept saying that it's because of the type of work that he does. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Even Barack Obama would come home after all her busy. No, I don't give a damn what kind of a job you have. You come back home. Come back. Yes, this business of saying, oh my gosh, was so mad and all that. I'm not feeling it. It is your girl, but from Mama, the undisputed Africa Queen. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.